Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. It's all very dark. I'll turn it around, turn it around, turn it around. Okay, go. All right, it's gonna be a short one. Um, as I walk home, I was thinking about a conversation that I had with a restaurant owner. So my colleagues and I would go to a fairly cheap restaurant frequently for a quick lunch. It costs about between 20 to 30 yuan per person. And so today we were there. The place was still fairly empty. And so I started chatting to the guy as he was preparing the invoice for me. And I was like, uh, how's business? And then he told me it's like down, it's down like, 60%. He said is two-thirds down. Then I asked him, okay, do you break even? He's like, of course not. Of course I don't break even. Every day I open, I lose money. It's, yeah, it's just an indication of how long these impacts would last. And this is Shanghai. This hasn't been really that badly impacted by the virus. And it's been 2.5 months, and then they're still at 33% revenue if he's accurate with his numbers. So don't expect a swift recovery. That's all I have for today. Unless you guys have any comments, I will address that. Otherwise, I'll just keep walking until... Oh my god, they're working. Under the floodlight, I can see that there's something moving over there. It's 2:40 something. I just finished coding for today, and I'm walking home. Good thing I live very close to my company. And don't worry, I don't ask my employees to stay this late. I only stay this late myself. And so does my partner, I think. He stays up quite late working on random shit as well. Well, in a condition like this, I mean, most startups will just die, and it's kind of life. You don't get to choose the timing. I was thinking, I thought like 2020 would be slightly easier than 2019 or 18, but turned out to not be the case. Yeah. Everybody's short on cash. And very little demand everywhere. Man, this is still freezing cold. This is what? April now. It's still very cold. I don't actually know what they're building over here. They're building... Not quite sure what the hell they're building. Some kind of transportation stuff. It's been like this for a couple months. Market keeps going up, and I'm not quite sure why. I think the optimism is kind of misplaced. It's a bit premature, but I don't know. I haven't gone full cash either. I'm basically about 40. I actually lowered my position a slightly more today in China, down to around slightly under 40%, and shorted a little bit more India via puts, expiring by the end of the year. Strike at $20. The thing I'm shorting is India. Thanks, T heads. I'm not sure if these are great vids. They're ghetto production on a phone over a VPN in the middle of the night where the streets are empty. What can go worse? Hola, señor Puente. Es un buen día para morir. Oh my god, this traffic light doesn't change forever. So my old company is on lockdowns, so we can't lift them without virus growth. Right. China has 2 new outbreaks. One in the northeast, the northeast tip. So apparently Russia has been basically getting rid of their Chinese and sending them, kind of deporting them back to China. Most ports, land ports, are closed. There's one open in Heilongjiang, and the people are jammed through there. And yeah, lots of infected coming from Moscow. So Russia's number is definitely fake, the infection number. So, oh yeah, I actually sold all my spare bank. I didn't sell any of my Gazprom, but I sold my spare bank because that's gonna get impacted a bit more. People would continue to burn gas to an extent. Spare bank not so much. And the other thing oh yeah, I need to sell that today. Forgot about it. I had some holdings in LGR Group, some real estate developer in Russia, in St. Petersburg and Moscow. I was paying some ridiculous dividends at 12 or 13%. Not sure what they're paying now, but not too hot on that. Yeah, China's reporting new numbers. So I finished talking about the north part, and then there's a south part, which is near Guangzhou, which is where the Guangsheng Railroad is. They just found a new outbreak, and for some reason the government isn't shutting down that message. So that stuff is now quite well known. My prediction is that a bigger outbreak, and mentally preparing the population to say, oh, these are, basically foreigners that came back into China and then is spreading the virus. That's my guess. I have no proof. But yeah, Guangzhou is some part of Guangzhou is down again. So this thing is not going away. Is China not reporting new numbers? Yeah, China's reporting new numbers, fairly low ones until a couple days ago, 2 days ago, 1 or 2 days ago. So yeah. What else? Is it all take on? Not really. Depending on the restaurant. The restaurant that we went to isn't really specialized in takeouts. They're a bit like fast food, Chinese fast food. It's one of those things you find in Brooklyn, which says like kum kao or something. I don't suppose being Cantonese. I can't pronounce Cantonese, but the weird sounding names. I know all Chinese are weird sounding to most of you, but that one's especially weird sounding to me. Even I have standards. Did you buy any mining company? Yes, I have. I bought some. I bought a gold mining company. Not even a mining company. They call themselves a mining company, but they're really just a milling company. It's called Dynacore Mining, and it's in Peru, some weird place, milling like ores for artisanal miners. Of course, they're now shut down because of the virus, but they have a lot of cash. Like, their market cap, it went as low as like 38 cents. So their market cap was something like 30 million, and then they had like 15 million in cash. And they're paying a dividend. So it's a much lower risk. But obviously, they don't have as much leverage compared to other miners. If you're interested, you can check out one of my older videos that talked about that one. I hold a not insignificant position in them. But otherwise, miners. I actually sold all my Nilsy. I'm a Norilsk nickel, but I'm considering buying that back at some point. They've dropped quite a bit since I sold them. I think I sold them at 34, 32, something like that. They're now like 20s. Anyways, very cold. All right, I'm heading back in. Well, thanks for thoughts on U.S. super cycle. No particular thoughts. I hope. I don't have particular thoughts on the U.S. debt super cycle. It could be ending. It could not. It could also continue. Who knows? It's very hard to say. Part. Oh yeah, fancy thing. Let me just click this, and this would say, and it recognizes me, and then says, "Please pay." Just facial recognition, and then I can take some random shit out. Let's see what I want to buy. What do I want to buy? I want to buy. I don't know what I want to buy. What is this? Nah. Okay, I'll take this. It's a lot of sugar, but sometimes. All right, that closes, and it says it's. Okay, it says it's now deducting some amount, and it says I bought this shit. So you have some bunch of those in China, and oh, connection just got cut. Anyways, hopefully you guys saw the thing I showed you with the little machine over there, the vending machine that does facial recognition. You might find it creepy, but it's somewhat convenient. All right, bye, I'm gone.